What's going on? It's your boy G from the G Talk podcast with my lovely co-host Trish.
Yo.
What it do? It's been a long time coming.
How long has it been?
It's been since the Valentine's Day special episode.
3 weeks.
That's 3 weeks?
I think it's almost been 3 weeks.
I don't think so. But
We're in April.
we have other guests. Very special guests. They're off camera right now, but they're also here. They right here. Their voices, you don't need to really see them because their voices are going to captivate the audience. I have to my I'm sorry. Yeah, across from me, okay. I have
He's blushing.
my sis, my big sis Brooke. Brooke, what it do?
It's an absolute honor to be in your space, bro. You know how we do, twin. Thank you for having me.
Why you sound like that?
The voice changed.
Yeah, don't do that.
She just
talk like you want to talk.
She was like, how you doing?
Talk like you want to talk. I don't like that. Talk how you want to talk. Talk how you was talking before we got on this shit. Anyway, to her left, Jay. How are you doing, Jay?
I'm great. It's such an honor to be here. I've
Up and
time
coming.
sitting on the couch and
She's up and coming.
What a
you know what I'm
pleasure.
saying?
Very up and coming.
Yes. I'm happy to have you guys here. Me and Trish are happy to have you guys here. Why?
Or really?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute
Yeah,
since we've been in a workspace together. You know, it's get person for me. You know, I get tingly. Don't do that. Don't get the attention. That's why I'm off the camera.
That's cute. How are you, Trish?
I am good. I
glowing.
am good. Thank
You're
you.
glowing. Look, you working.
Listen,
Wow.
I just made my first video for gym content.
I'm gonna check it out after this. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
What you wearing?
It went well. Did you see it? I'm gonna send it to you. Let me send it.
I'm gonna check it out because we was running around
Today.
I want to talk about that too, actually. But we was running around today before we even got here, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna check you out.
Other than that, I've been good these past few weeks. It's just been work, gym, personal development. You know, we had our little moment. Me and you, we had our little.
Oh yeah.
We had our
you had a
little
little moment.
We had a little moment.
Nah, yeah, it was.
You know,
Eh.
but it was nothing that we couldn't fix because we're actual friends.
Oh, that kind of moment.
Yeah.
I have to think of the other kind of
Love you.
Why your face like that? But yeah,
Just the last bitch she said, because we actual friends. I'm like, damn, I be cutting
man.
niggas off
It's
swiftly.
a lot of things.
I guess I'm not actual.
There's a lot of things going on, man.
Learning
But
definitions is
It was cool. But other than that, I've been fine. I've been great. Money good. Looking
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Man.
Feeling better.
that's what's up.
Looking good. Living better. You feel me?
You look like you stress free right now. I ain't gonna hold
What are
you.
you worry about?
looking
I don't
good
think
in
anything
the
going on.
Snickers.
Not a,
I'm pretty cute.
not a
ease
F
of life
ticket.
is always what we after. Amen.
We just came from before
Where'd
we
you
even
guys
got came
go?
here. The event I was telling you about. We went to this dope event. Me, Brooke, and Jay. It's about what was the name? Well, you guys can talk about it more because they was really networking more than me. Actually,
I don't know what
I'm
you
the shy
guys
one.
could do because I got a last minute. Oh, I got invited to this kind of networking event.
Yeah.
You want to come? I said like later in the day or right this second. So like, what should I be wearing? Like, can I pull up in sweats or do I need to be in like a presentable clothing? She was like, no, like right this second. I said, okay, putting on nice stuff. Dressing to impress.
It was a beautiful event of an eclectic array of entrepreneurs and individuals who are both inside the industry as well as in the education field. And they had gathered to culminate different ideas on how people can break into whatever respective industry that they'd like to. And then they gave people an opportunity to connect with them because they all have large social media followings and large business followings.
Very a give back to the community.
That's great. We love that. Wait, you went?
I
You
was
liked
with
it?
them.
You liked it?
I just wanted them
He
to
invited
break
us.
it down because
Is that
I
the one that
invited
you
them.
sent me?
Mm-hmm. It was in Harlem.
I
It was.
was tired.
It's okay.
My job is I work for the government. I had to do that. I had to do my
Big
job.
brother, work you hard.
I'm telling you.
But
Go.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say where. I own a business. I was gonna apply for some government contracts.
We little
I was just
nosy.
wondering what department you
Oh
had
no,
worked
I'm
in.
working.
We a little nosy. Share it with the class.
Oh my God. The event. I mean, I just invited them last minute because it was like in the morning.
Can you say out last minute?
It was
like
it was like 2 hours before.
Like it started at 11.
Let me
went
tell you
to
how our
3.
conversation went through text message. He said, "Hey, my homegirl will be coming." I said, "I just text him because you like to be difficult."
Oh, we gonna do that?
We're gonna do that.
Oh, we gonna do
so I text him. So I text him. I said,
Say less.
"Oh, what made you want to do that?" LOL. I'm just asking the question. I'm like, I think he's gonna answer me back. He's like, is that gonna be a problem, Miss Hazard?
No.
George, I can pull up. My phone works too.
Listen,
my phone works too.
I'm gonna break it down. I've been waiting for this.
I don't like when mom and dad fight.
Listen, all right, so.
But it was stupid.
Before this whole thing, before the like us coming to the podcast, you know, we was at the event and we was texting, and I just said I may have a guest on. I'm gonna just read the conversation so it won't go. I won't make it up.
Receipts.
Yeah, I'm gonna just have the receipts.
I'll pull out my phone. We can read it together. What are you talking about?
Act it out. Actually,
anyway,
I direct.
So I'm a. All right, this is what
That's
lighting.
So this is what I said. I said I may have a guest on, maybe, not sure, but you're welcome to add Addie. That's her means back on if you want. And she was like, who? I said one of my homegirls, but I don't know yet because you know we just we met
Still
up
up in the air.
Right. She was like, what made you want to ask someone out of nowhere? ? Laugh out loud. So I took that as. Whoa, I'm like, hey, listen, wait.
Listen,
and I said, is that a problem? We can talk about it afterwards. I said, is that a problem? She's like, I'm just asking. I don't care. Stop assuming. So I said, I'm not assuming. You're assuming. I'm assuming. I'm just asking you a question, right? She said, you answered me with a question, so clearly you're assuming. I just said, bro, why are you like this? And I said, don't get on my nerves. I said, don't get on my nerves.
Why are you like
Listen,
I said, don't get on my nerves.
We're not reading tones. We're just reading messages, all right? We'll get there.
Right. I said, don't get on my nerves. She said, you are, because I legit asked you a question. All you had to do was answer, and I would have been like, cool. I said, no worries. It's going to most likely be just me and you. Then she said, I'll probably be there before you. And that was
and here it is, not just me and you. So.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't care.
We'll come back.
Right. Exactly. I don't know, like, that's how she texted me. I'm just like, I just felt like
I was just asking. Okay, so
bro, how would you read that? How would you interpret that?
Assume I put the LOL to ease it out, and make it seem like I'm not saying nothing crazy. I was like, what made you want to throw somebody random? Because you never usually do that. We usually plan it. I'm a planner.
I would love to invite y'all to try out some phone calls. Voice
notes.
So there's absolutely no need to guess at home.
And he'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna give you some time. I'm like, you know, you give me time. You give me time.
Poppy, listen.
I listened to the conversation
going
just now.
right.
I thought it was the young lady who has her own podcast. When he was like, I'm gonna have a guest. I'm like, and that was because it was so impromptu.
Yeah.
But then I noticed the time of the conversation. I'm like, that's before we even saw the panel people. That was just y'all just beefing a little bit.
It was just because remember we were sitting down waiting for the panelists to come, and then I said, yo, y'all wanna. If y'all want, y'all could be a guest if you want to come on because we haven't been on in a minute. So I
said no at first.
Yeah, because she wanted me to she wanted me to
because he didn't care if I really came.
No, I didn't.
Don't lie now.
No,
I'm sorry.
I to be on.
It was one sentence. He was like, "Y'all want to come on? Y'all could do it."
He said, I'll give you a verbatim.
One sentence.
I'll give you a direct quote because I like to pull up the directs. It was literally the more the merrier. I don't care either way. That is exactly the two sentences.
I didn't say I don't care either way. I didn't say that. I said,
you really want to lie when I have a witness?
I said, y'all want to come on, don't matter. Like, y'all could come on. Yeah.
You didn't even talk about the more the merrier, and that was a direct quote.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
You specifically said that. So you specifically said one sentence, but not the other. Yeah. That's selective memory, huh?
I love women. We always have received.
I'm one of those people that it's a big deal to me because I really do be remembering things, and I respect that sometimes what you receive is not exactly how things went.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I also would love to just carry a little camera in my eyeball because the way people say things and then turn around like I didn't say that.
Like that.
I'm not reading tone.
Let's rewind the clip, shall we?
Like roll the tape.
Let's rewind the clip, shall we? Like
the more the merrier. I don't care either way. I said no. I don't want to be. If you don't really want me there, I won't be there.
You want me there,
and it's okay if you don't specifically. I'm not butthurt about it, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm not requested to be at.
I know that's right.
So we came anyway because
we're still here. So clearly, long story short, we're here.
They're here to support me. So as love, they're here to support me.
Of course, I love that.
I'm just glad they're here. So it's all good. We're here now.
I'm very happy that we did come though, because I remember
y'all came here before though.
Car with
just once.
Yeah, I mean me twice. I remember sitting in the car with Sim. I forget what we were doing, but he looked over and was like, "Yo, sis, I'm about to do a podcast," and I'm like. Now, which I might not know if you've been watching, which I hope you've been watching my bro Interest this whole time, which I might not know is even though he's an actor and a model and a podcaster.
A hand model.
He used to be pretty pretty reserved.
Yeah.
This level of camera, face, microphone used to be
a lot.
Yeah.
Fritz-man for a long time.
Yeah.
Kind of stood in the way of the greatness that is him.
Word.
So I'm really excited that he's like, nah, I got potting. I'm out. I'm here. I'm there.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm just like, I like that.
Yeah,
you know what's so crazy? George actually put me in front of the camera. Potty was not my thing. I wasn't like that. Like, I think last season, it was like a year ago.
Yeah.
He just had me on just to like,
I don't know, a few episodes.
3 episodes. And I look different now because I that was depression. Those episodes.
Oh yeah, you do.
I slimmed down OD.
That was depression.
That was depression.
Yeah, nah, she looked. If you looked at the older episodes of when she was on as a guest, you could see like the change,
the transition,
the transition from that to now.
You know,
and it's healthier.
So
it's great.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
If only you could see her face.
Are you there?
Yeah. I see. I be coming in with respect though, so I be.
You know, like the African plane. You know, like
that was like
the pink top
popping out the top of your turtleneck. Popping out the top of your turtleneck.
Listen, you know, like the African plane.
I didn't even know she remembered my top.
Listen, you know, like the African plane. She's like the lion.
My boobs is doing his own thing.
Listen, she's like the lion. You know, like the African plane. She's like the lion. She's like going out for the prey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how she is.
Just the end. No ENS. Just the end.
So,
but I don't mean to cut you off, but you did put me in a good space because actually, I didn't think I would like podcasting, and then over the episodes, I've been getting feedback and how we work well on camera and how we talk and the chemistry between us.
Right.
So it's like this was like a new adventure for me. So I'm like actually pretty glad that I'm still here. I could be annoying at times. I can admit that.
Boy.
Not too much. Relax. Hold on. Not too much.
She said I gave you 1. You take 2 and I'll take your throat out.
You know what I'm saying?
Very annoying.
But you know I mean well. And you know I care about you deeply. So you would get me tight. You know that.
Yo,
Are you a younger
sibling? You be blowing minds. I was trying to.
I didn't ask about age. I said is she a younger sibling?
I am the baby of my family.
I could tell. So am I. I can recognize younger sibling.
Yeah, I'm definitely the baby of my family.
So I remember we was during the break with the podcast. A lot of things have been going on. So I'm gonna let you take this away with what's been going on. What you want to really talk about? Media stuff.
Oh, media stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We was about to media stuff. First of all, can we just talk about that earthquake real quick yesterday?
Okay.
We can talk about that real quick. Like real quick about this episode. So the earthquake, I work from home. So when I noticed the earthquake, I thought I was like, am I mentally losing my mind? Like this is it? Like that jump, like wow, I'm really tweaking for
Things
real.
Are shaking inside and shaking out.
I'm like, oh man. But I was at work and I didn't believe it. I was like, why is my TV on my wall just shaking like a stripper? Like, what's going on?
Not that.
Boy.
So, when it came to that, I was like, okay, earthquake in New York. That's that West Coast shit. I don't know. We decided to stay ground. Y'all took that. There was agreement. That keep that separate. Why y'all bringing that over here? And there was another one I wasn't even aware of. It's like a 4.0.
There was two?
Aftershock.
Some places felt it, some didn't.
Yeah, my mother felt it, and she told me about it when I came from the gym. I was a little confused what was going on, but the fact that we're so desensitized, like as soon as the earthquake happened, you know how many memes I saw, you know how many videos I saw. Oh my goodness, God. Like so much.
At the gym when it happened, we were like in the cool down portion of it, and so like we're on our knees, like stretching our back or whatever, and I hear the bags shifting. Like I attend a boxing gym.
Nice.
Oh,
and I look over and the bags are swinging like by themselves, of course, and the mirrors are shaking, like vibrating. And for a second, I was like, "Are they gonna break?" Like before I even was like, "Is this an earthquake?" Like I was just like, "Is the mirrors about to break?" And I was like, "Everything's shaking, huh?" I was like,
the delayed response, like, what's going on?
I was
here?
like, "Are we having an earthquake?"
This is an earthquake?
And it stopped, and obviously, like a bunch of people ended. I was in the city, so a bunch of people came outside. You could see like crowds gathering, like looking around, kind of trying to figure out what's happening. But I'll be real blunt about this one. I was like, what is everyone doing outside? If shit go left, you get inside. You do not go outside and look for trouble. What are y'all doing outside?
I thought it was the rapture. I thought it was that time.
Not the rapture.
I'm gonna say, beam me up, Scott.
Insane.
Beam me up.
That's insane.
I'm feeling a little
Brooke,
crazy for two reasons.
Right.
this is not the first
Not at all.
earthquake in New York.
That's what
I happened to be outside during the first one and didn't feel it because I was already outside. I was in Manhattan. I was walking, and then everybody on the street stopped walking, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute."
Well,
so I didn't know that.
Are we in the Matrix? Why am I just
at the same time? And I was like,
simulation.
that was my
am
mind.
I getting out the Matrix?
Oh, so it's really a simulation? That's crazy. Am I Neo? I didn't follow everybody else. Am I the one?
I'm the chosen one.
I think I'm the one. But yesterday I was
What were you?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I was
just
chilling.
living.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the kitchen and I was like,
Is it hitting or am I?
No, the opposite. I was like,
I was doing that.
Yo, I'm crying.
Let me put this down because
Shout out to the I need this again.
I'm like, I said Gorilla Glue.
I will sue you.
I was really like, this is too much. But then
like,
my people's text me like, I'm at IHOP. Did shit shake by you or is it me? Because we were together. And she's like, am I? I'm like, oh no, you good? I felt the shaking. I don't know why it's shaking. We didn't know it was earthquake because we went on the internet. I was like, I don't know what happened. My building flimsy. It could have been.
I didn't even know how fast it traveled till I had someone in Florida text me immediately. Or not immediately, like after it happened, talking about, you good? And I was like, oh,
what
you
happened?
know about it?
Like,
yo, you know what's crazy?
I had my friend in Delaware text me. He was like, you straight? You all right? I'm good.
Who
fine.
told you?
What's crazy was I was working. So I was working in a company vehicle and we was transporting a client. And, you know, I was bumping J. Cole. His album came out. We gonna talk about that. But it was a surprise album. Just came out, dropped, right? So I'm bumping. I'm like, yo, this shit fire. And then something is just rocking. So I'm thinking somebody in the car. I'm like, yo, this shit hard, right? So I'm like, the car really bumping. I'm like, nah. Am I bugging? So somebody texts me like 2 minutes later, like, yo, you felt that? You felt it? I'm like, yo, yeah, I felt that.
I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it.
I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, I was like, wait a minute. Like, I thought that was just like the wind. Because sometimes the wind be,
thought it was the
you know, but that was like, so
yes.
Sometimes the wind be strong. It be moving the car. So I thought it was that. But I'm like, ain't that windy outside? So I'm like, I knew it was something. So then I got mad texts and calls. Like, yo, like, you hurt, you felt that? Yo, I'm like, yeah. Like,
what I noticed is nobody asked, are you okay? Your friend was like, you okay?
That's the number one question.
Like, did you feel that? Did you have to?
Yeah.
Nobody asked me if I was okay. They all just asked if I had experienced it with them. I'm like, is it so that we died together? Why would you not? I have asthma. Not okay.
Yo, maybe I'm not.
In retrospect, I feel like it's not too surprising to think about it, only because, like, after that whole week of really bad weather,
oh my God,
it feels almost like a culmination, you know? Like, it just in retrospect, it feels a little bit like it wasn't too misplaced. Because I was like, yeah, those winds, all that rain, talking about flooding. I was like, yeah, Mother Nature was upset. So I guess it isn't too far-fetched that she was like, let me shake shit up a little bit, literally.
It was really raining every day.
The table.
It was really raining every day, bro. It was raining like literally every day. I'm like, what is going on? Monsoon's crazy. And all I was thinking about being cuddled next to something. Like,
I knew it.
Damn.
I
know, right? Yeah, I'm bugging, right? That's all I was thinking about, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was cuddled, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A moment of silence for the cold and lonely.
Yeah, it was cold.
Like a few seconds. Yeah.
That's all I was thinking about. I don't know why, but I was thinking like, damn,
you know why?
hold something right now.
You know why?
You know
Because
why?
I could say that.
Go ahead,
They all want, my friends just group me in the men bracket. That's what I'm like, I can say that because I'm not really bored. Today Jay says supple. It's the suppleness. For some reason, the suppleness of a woman makes you just feel comfortable. Like, I feel safe.
The intimacy.
Yeah,
You don't want to use
safe.
squishy because squishy isn't always a positive word.
Right.
Really not.
But supple,
Ooh.
everyone likes supple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
That's
supple.
That's what you wanted. You want to just be like, all right.
So-
He wants somebody to caress him while it's thundering.
Yeah.
Like, babe, you felt that? You felt that, babe?
That voice? That's the voice to it? Let
That's
me
gonna
hear
be a
it.
voice. Babe, you felt that?
Come here,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
I got you.
cuddled.
Held me.
Oh God! You want a damsel of so bad.
I'm bullshit.
Release me.
I'm bullshit. Unhand me.
Unhand me, you heathen.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I was
God.
hugged up. I was cuddled up. I sure was.
You was cuddled up?
Sure was.
Oh, yeah. Trish gonna, listen,
That
one thing about
rainy day-
Trish, you gotta make sure she cuddled up with something. You feel me?
Not even.
Trish look like everybody gonna make sure she cuddles.
I'll
Right.
cuddle Trish.
Okay.
And you don't gotta know what I look like. Just know I'll stand on it.
And don't.
I love it here. I do. I love it here.
I hang out with her for a few hours. You gonna see. It could be over. Could be over.
You know what?
She scoot too far on this goddamn couch. You ain't gonna know what's going on over there.
I saw you grab her hand a minute ago.
It's over.
I saw you grab her hand a minute ago.
Lordy. But yeah, it was a crazy day yesterday. I just, it was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. Well, for me, but just like, yo, like this is like I just felt like, is the world like what's going on with the world right now? Like it seems like there's a whole bunch of. Am I the only one that feel this way? Or?
I mean, we could
okay.
take it there. I feel like
I'm about to say if we're gonna take it there, we can go. We can jump down the rabbit hole. We can dive right in because it's
How
a
y'all
shift
feeling?
happening. It's a shift happening.
What's
I
oh
showed
yeah.
You my,
I know.
earlier today about the.
What's up? So bring it up.
What?
So it's a meme on my phone, and it was basically like, you know how to be like what's something that you feel like is illegal to know? Basically, it was stating that the older demographic of people, 70s, 80s, like they never get hired and they get pushed out of their jobs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's normal.
Yeah.
So why are they the only motherfuckers running the country?
Right.
How you can't work at Walmart or at
in an office?
But you can dictate my uterus.
But you could be in Congress for 76 years.
Because there's no expiration.
They're all crunchy.
They all look crunchy.
They're all there and crunchy and
right.
You're
they
getting
got caught a few of them.
chips.
They falling asleep during the meetings.
Right.
Like,
So that's why it's like
on.
what's happening in the world is that people who are not currently of the world are still running the world. Like, you're not of the world. You're not on TikTok, sir. Like, you're not. I mean, God rest her soul. You know what I mean? Outside of Betty White, like, they not doing that.
No, but it was crazy
Betty
the way
White.
that they
I'm rocking with Betty White.
attacked kind of TikTok, and they're like, "Have you ever been a part of the Chinese?" And it's like, do you not understand that the creator of TikTok is from, if I remember correctly, Singapore?
Yeah.
Those are different.
I saw
places.
that video, and he just kept on saying, like, "Are you part of Chinese?" He's like,
I'm
I'm
Singaporean.
from Singapore.
I think that's what's going on with the world.
I just want to reiterate that I'm from Singapore.
A lack of understanding of community.
Like, Chinese.
Straight speaking English on both sides and like still not grasping the conversation.
They're really trying to shut that shit
like
down.
The world is in a space where nobody wants to listen.
Because we got
I saw all that to say that. Like the space, we're just in a space where, and as a person who was an avid, like if I know what you're gonna say at the end, I'm not listening to you. Like I can tell you off rip from that person, being that person as I was. Like the world is just in a space where nobody wants to listen to nobody.
Right.
Like I don't want to hear what you gotta say.
Right now, might is kind of right, and that's how people are living. And obviously, like, it's not right, obviously. And also in tandem with that, it doesn't work immediately. So, like, you see a lot of, like, what's happening in the other countries of, like, the bombing and, like, the attacking. And it's like, you're trying to use your might to make what you want right. And, like, there is a period where it doesn't work. So you gotta, like, get there. And that's that. We're fighting the might is right. Because it's not. You can't just, like, force yourself or your stance on other people until you win. And that's where you're literally fighting against. And I'm like, damn, I don't like people. We learned this in second grade. We learned this in kindergarten. If you don't like people, don't engage with them. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't speak. Don't piss in the sandbox so no one can play with it. That's rude. It's rude.
I like that analogy.
Listen, I'm starting to like when it comes to people, because a lot of people say I have no filter. A lot of people say this, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why.
Weird. Usually, I'll be the one with the impulsive thoughts or impulsive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the one that doesn't have no filter, but I've learned to really.
I'm neural spicy.
I see a lot of. I just see a lot of things going on in the world. And I just stay quiet. I just mind my business now. I don't really comment on anything or have anything to say. I'm just looking right
having
at my
three
sister
women
right now.
at the same time.
Really? You don't really have much to say. You just sit back and listen.
I just sit back and listen like I'm doing now.
And just listen to people talk.
That's what I do. I listen. I like to.
I bet.
I want to learn something. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room.
I don't think mom believes dad.
Siblings having a little issue over here as well, but I'm not. You know what I will say? You don't speak on everything. The few things that you do speak on, even though you people out of everything, the few things you do speak on, writing is what I would call the Trish spot. You know, I'm gonna say what come to mind, like, you know, and that's not a bad thing.
Right.
But I think that if you did speak more, I think that you'd find that you have a lot more to say about things than you think you feel about the thing. I think that happens with a lot of us. I feel like this pinpoint feeling, and then you start expressing that feeling, and before you know it, that's how you talk and you go on a tangent because you have way more to say about that than you even realize you feel about it.
Do you know how long I talked about that situation? And I had to drag it. I had to really talk about it and get my feelings out about it because I was like annoyed about the situation. Yeah. And you know how I felt about it. So it was just like, it was more of like, okay, these motherfuckers are talking about me. Oh. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because I don't even mean talk about them, but they talk about me. I don't understand that. So like, why would you do that? And I had to really like, because I was hurt by it. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was hurt by it because I'm a genuine person when you meet me. How we end is on you. Right. That's how I deal with it. I'm a genuine person as soon as you meet me, fun loving, whatever the case may be. But if you do something and how we end is on you because I wouldn't do anything to, if I cherish the friendship or cherish the connection, I wouldn't do anything to break it.
Right.
So question.
Yeah.
Somewhat of the same, vein of conversation. What's like, and this is for everybody, what's your stance degree of like things I'm willing to say in front of people being like talking shit or just private thoughts that are genuinely no one else's business? You get me? Where like, maybe just for the example, like I don't like X person and I'm talking about that to Y person. What's the degree of I'm talking shit to I would be willing to say this to your face, but it's still none of your my personal opinion isn't any of your business. Where's that line for you? Because like, yes, it's hurtful, but like, where's the line of everyone's entitled to a personal opinion, but maybe you share that shit in private?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That goes back. But that goes back to all right. But you know what's crazy? That goes back to like saying like if I'm talking about someone, just like when we had this conversation like 2 weekends ago. If I'm gonna talk about someone, I should be prepared for it to go out. If this is what you told me. This is what you told me. And I listened, right? So if I'm talking about Trish, right? If I'm talking to you, well, you my close friend, so I know y'all not cool. But if I was, let's say y'all, we all cool, whatever, right? And I'm saying something about Trish to you, like, yo, she be like, I say something crazy, or I'm talking about her. I should be prepared for it to possibly be like, yo, you telling Jay like, oh, this is what he was saying. Like you just say it in conversation.
You're trusted.
I should be prepared for it to possibly go out, but I know some people hold things near and dear, so they won't probably say nothing because they're not troublemakers or running mouth and shit like that. But I kind of like, I was thinking about it, like that's kind of true. Like if I'm gonna say something about somebody, I should be at least prepared or stand on business, like some shit like that. Stand on it and just. No, like, all right, yeah, I did say that shit.
In public.
I did say that shit. So I'm like, yeah, I mean.
I didn't say it to you.
I kind of felt that, though.
Hard, right?
But
it's very hard.
A long time.
It's very hard.
Do that for years.
Yeah.
Hard, right?
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to stand exactly where you stand at and knowing you standing there by your motherfucking self.
Absolutely.
And let people that you thought was standing 10 toes down with you.
They're not. They're not.
The only thing harder than that is having to tell their ass that you think
that you're with me,
and you're not really rocking with me.
Yeah.
You're not.
See how we act when we in disagreement. See if you're really friends. Everybody's great.
I've heard
a good page. Let us be on a disagreement. Let us have disagree, huh?
Sorry, I wanted to. You know what I heard today? I heard that, but in a different way just recently, and that it fucked my head up.
What?
This woman said, "You don't know who your friends are until you're in competition for the same thing."
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
I had to adjust the crop top. Oh Lord.
When you in competition with the person for the same title, for the same job, for the same thing, and you fucking shine, I promise you, that's exactly when you're gonna find out how cool y'all are. They start saying shit like, "You even blew my mind. I didn't even know you could do shit like that." And you like, you underestimated me?
You didn't think I could do that?
Like, no, I mean, because the potential. Do you not understand that the whole concept of potential is you think it's something better? Potential is something that you think has a great start, but can be better. You think I could be better than already being better than you? That's wild. So we're not friends.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's new.
Listen. I've known Brooke. Listen, I've known Brooke for years, and the girl I met to how she is now is just the transition's real. So I've seen her progress and just get the fucking job done, bro. Like I just seen
Get
it,
the fuck
and I'm
done.
just like, bro.
Don't get me started.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Waxing poetic.
Nah,
we
I'm
can
just-
get it popping.
I'm just saying. Listen, we could go on. What's up? We can talk.
Nah, because
Cause this my sister. This my sister.
Because he's known me.
'Cause I'm
longer,
passionate
but
about
I'm
this
her
shit.
manager, so I work for her.
Okay.
They
I'm
know me
passionate
in
about this
different-
shit, so I can.
different
We
But
could
this
go
is my
back and
person.
forth.
Something new every
This
day.
is my person. Cause that's the thing. I told her. I was telling her recently. I was telling someone else recently. I said, when it comes to people you pick to have in your life, you don't have to filter yourself. If I, unlike maybe with family or even just people that find themselves into your space, so even coworkers, family, friends that like you didn't necessarily pick to have around you, but just you naturally grew accustomed to. I'm like, those people you naturally have a certain amount of filter with, and you add or take away as you will. But I mean, people that you pick to engage with from the very beginning, and that is something that's very true for us. We started on the same job, and then we picked to engage with each other from there more than the work required or even entailed.
You wanna know what's crazy? She doesn't have a mic, but that's how me and my friend Ashley met. Like we would work together. Not y'all turn around. Hey girl.
Give her time. Hey girl.
Hey girl. And that's how me and her met. And the thing is, like, I was literally just talking to Arthur before you guys came in, and we were talking about. I was telling her how me and her met. Like me and her were coworkers, and we transitioned into being locked in, tight like a booty hole, like tight. You feel me?
Ooh.
That's kind of
Booty hole.
That's tight.
I like that.
That's tight.
That's
That's
tight.
tight.
That's
What's the
tight.
Kelly voice? Stop.
Oh yeah.
like it.
And I just realized, like, when it comes to time, doesn't mean anything when it comes to friendships. I didn't even know her that long, and I felt
With
closer
people
to
you
her
don't have to filter
than
with.
I've known for years. I've never had to filter. Never had to filter with her. I'm frustrated. She knows. She know me sometimes before I know me. She can tell when I'm frustrated. She's like, you know what? You call me back. You need a moment. Like she senses. She could just tell. Like
This is
I'm
not
frustrated.
Energy for me, and I think you need space.
She was like, you need a
to direct it
moment,
somewhere else.
and I'll call back like, I'm not full, bro. I was feeling. She was like, bro, you straight, all right? Like
Wow.
it's nothing. Like, come on, we're friends. Like, come on.
This goes back.
You
This
wanna
goes
smoke?
back to.
You wanna feel
This
better?
goes
Let's
back to
smoke. You want to go to the
situation.
museum and smoke? Yeah.
You wanna look at artwork?
Vibes.
and smoke. Yeah, sure.
This goes back to the situation with me and Trish, right? Because I felt like our friendship was tested. I want to say not so long ago.
Yeah.
And I felt like I spoke to you about this, bro.
And I still
And
know what I said.
yeah.
I think
Right.
you did the right thing.
I just felt like I was stuck between a rock and a hard place because when you have another person that you consider as a friend and he tells you some information about your co-host, which is Trish, it makes you be like, wait, what? Like it threw me off guard. So when I was told this information about Trish or whatever it was, I was just like, wait, what? Like I just initially thought it was bullshit because I was like, when I heard the information, I was pissed. I'm like, wait, what? Like, so I'm like, damn, should I tell her? Because it's like the person that told me is my friend too. So I'm like, damn, should I? I'm like, I didn't know really how to stand on business in this situation because, but then I thought about it. I'm like, the nigga that's talking about her, I don't owe no loyalty to. I don't really care about the person. You're not my man, you're not my friend. So why should I not tell her this information? But I think I wouldn't say I made a mistake, but I tried to be a good friend and not really expose too much to the situation.
I don't know.
And I ended up saying it.
You see my face, and I'm like, okay.
I ended up telling her what it was, and I just hate that. The only thing I do hate about the situation is that you got to think that I'm trying to get with my co-host because I said this information. Why she can't just be my friend? Like,
they thought automatically, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you don't get? Like, he likes you. He wants, like, that's why he's moving like this.
We cool,
no,
but-
you got caught in a lie.
Yeah.
You got caught. And it's okay. You're trying to shift it.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But when I told you about what the dude said, whatever, I'm like, yo, you went and pressed the situation, pressed the person, and I'm like, bro, these niggas lie. They gonna lie, and I was just like, bro, like, it's not. To me, it wasn't worth it. Why are y'all?
So Jay is like the audience. She has no
I know.
idea
I know.
what happened, and I'm not asking you to give context. I happen to know. So Jay's just looking at me like, I'm like, don't, because you don't have the context. We have a very firm. Jay is an extremely opinionated person. Yeah. So I like to make sure she has context before she speaks, because when she's really famous, people are gonna pull up all these little things later. You know that. So
yeah. I gotta be willing to stand 10 toes down on what I said in public
forever. So I'm like, you saw what happened to Kevin Hart with his own son.
Yeah.
So like, it's forever.
Yeah, but
I'm just taking it in. No, this is y'all moment, and I can receive that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know where I was at, but
you were saying that you didn't know whether or not you had placed your loyalties in the right place.
Yeah. That part, wow. That was a nice little bookmark.
That's what I said. It was a good bookmark, right?
Yeah.
I was like, that's good.
That's what she do.
Yeah.
So.
All right, relax. But no,
It's what I said to you in the car.
Yeah, you actually you spend some gems. Like I could always. It's the only thing I could talk to Brooke about anything really. So when I do break down with different situations, she has like the whole. It's like she has the textbook, but she says in her mind, like she putting the textbook on the table and she's just like telling you, all right. So this is what, but she's just actually telling you, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like, you my homie. I'm not trying to like. I just want to make it known.
Can I ask a
I'm
question about this so that you guys can have the conversation that I want you to have?
Oh, okay.
God. Okay, therapist. Go ahead.
Listen, she's a good director because that's what she do.
Okay.
Small context without using any names. A relationship had an opportunity to start, and the opportunity got thwarted over a lack of loyalty and misplaced integrity. So regardless to where you are, put yourself in that space. Because of that, right? Question for you, Trish.
Okay.
Do you think that it was ill-advised for Coach to speak with Sim, or do you think it was ill-advised for the gentleman to speak to Coach?
That's a great question.
Okay. Based on the information that I've observed and I've gotten when it comes to loyalty between them three, I know you and the other party are close, but the person I was talking to and your friend were close as well. So it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna say it, because it he could have kept that to himself. Mike, fuck. Oh well.
So it's ours. Whatever.
Oh well. He didn't even have to do all that. Like, what was the point of that? Like, let's really just talk about it. Like, what was the point of just running your mouth and just saying, "Hey, yo, bro, I don't know, what happened with so and so? You know the reason why? Why does it matter to you?
Right.
Like, little do you know, you're talked about too. You know that, right? Like, you'd be surprised how people, like, you could act like you don't care, but you care, and you do require validation clearly, because you had to go and run someone else's information, knowing that you wasn't even in the situation. Little do you know. That's why I knew it was lies. It was just crazy how he just went about it, and the other guy know better. I don't talk to him no more for what?
Oh, okay.
I don't talk to him
I
for
was
what?
about to ask you, like, what's
that's a dub.
Gotcha.
I don't want any parts of somebody. You can't be. I'm funny when it comes to my friends. When it comes to, I go hard for my friends. So when I felt the way towards you, I didn't give a fuck if me and him stopped talking. I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck about you.
Okay.
And how me and you are.
That's why I asked this question. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but I just wanted to.
Yeah. Like, I give
the question so y'all can both realize that where the emotions are valid, but the location where they are, as in having them in yourselves in an abundance, is valid. But where they are invalid. They're supposed to be with those first two people who started a conversation that didn't need to be outside.
It didn't need to be had.
Right.
But
like,
That was between you. Supposed to be
keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Right.
I'd rather you not know. You know what I'm saying? But
too.
it wasn't needed, and it was unnecessary. Now it's being told to me. I'm supposed to just hold everything and be like, okay, since me and him not talking no more, I don't need to say anything. You bugging. I'm gonna say something. I pressed him ASAP.
That's time to press a person.
I'm
when you don't have
pressing
no
you.
loyalty to them no more. That's time to step
Yeah,
in.
like, I pressed you. He's like, oh, let me guess. Mike says something. The fact that you know that your friend runs his mouth, I can't fuck with you either. Because I feel like you're not 10 toes for anything.
Right.
If you talk shit about your friend, but that's your friend, and y'all cool, and y'all know about it, I don't like that. What makes you think you talk about me? What makes you think you talk about you? Come on, think about it. And I'm not with the he said, she said.
Right.
I got receipts. I got shit sent to me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, for him to come to you and be like, oh, I'm disappointed, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you disappointed in him? Number one, you should.
You know why? It got its own TV show.
Like,
code.
Yeah.
It got its own TV show. That's why.
like, oh my
That's
God,
what-
like, I can't
that's
believe
what
you
it
said
is.
that. But it's just like,
They don't want to believe that your friendship, a man,
was matters. It's important. It's just as equal.
And that's the
Just
problem
as
right
important.
there. That's the problem right there for me.
But they
though,
quick
'cause
to
I
be
feel
like, oh, George like you. He want to be with you.
No,
He
but
wanna
you know
be
what the
like
problem
that.
is?
That's old.
But that's the problem. Like, why I feel like even my sister said, like, she was like, you keep proving like them wrong with like how you could be friends with a woman, just friends. I'm like, yeah, like I could just
Men
be
who
friends.
can't be friends with women are not men worth having around. And
Yeah, I could
Okay,
just be
talk
friends
about
with
it.
a
if
woman
you
and
can't
not
respect a
do
woman
nothing,
enough
bro.
to respect her opinion. Like, I think
What?
a lot of times people, when it comes to that kind of like line of boundary, let's say, of like, you know, men and women, quote unquote, can't be friends. It's like, no, it's not true. If you can't look at a woman outside of her body
Mm-hmm.
for the value she may bring to your life, and that can be in multitudes of ways. If she teaches you financially, if she inspires you, if she motivates you, if in any type of way outside of a sexual or a literal attractive kind of relationship, that's why you can't be friends
So
with
hard to
women.
believe that you're friends with attractive
That's
women.
crazy to
It's
me.
so hard to believe.
But why is that
And
hard
it's
for
a
me?
value
Like, I don't
thing.
know why people think I'm
It's a
always
value
trying to.
thing. Men don't.
don't make sense.
In a general sense, obviously
Don't do
not all
that.
of them.
Don't
In
do
a general sense, men who don't value women for everything that they can bring to a table can't be friends with them.
And vice
But,
versa.
but I'm not
And
trying
vice
to.
versa, 1000%.
But this is my thing, right? I feel
Unfair.
like I can be friends with women and not.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, I could be friends with women just straight, like just and not
Exactly.
expect
Not a
nothing
hope.
or.
You are.
But I feel like people think that I'm just doing that to try to
To get at them at some
get at them or something like that, and it's like that's
Like,
not the,
it's the agenda.
point.
I'm gonna play it along game. I'm be her
I
I
friend.
kind of want you to say
And then
something, but I
confess.
don't want you to say nothing.
Say it. I know what you're gonna say.
No, say it. No,
Say it.
no,
I know
no.
what she's gonna say.
I don't want her to say it.
on that
I'm
page.
here for it now. I'm here for it.
It's a cocky thing. Yeah, I know that's
Yeah.
my twin. Because people can't fathom the reality of an opportunity that they don't have.
Boom.
Ooh.
You have the opportunity.
Ooh.
All year, Sim, we don't make friends with ugly girls. No
Y'all can't
disrespect.
see me,
No
but I'm a-
disrespect.
No disrespect.
Y'all
we
can't
don't make
see
friends
me,
with ugly
but-
girls. When a girl is not a level of attraction, whether she's physically, emotionally, mentally, if something about her doesn't scream, oh, she's dope. Sim and I usually are not. We're not dismissive of her, but the desire to reel her in to get closer to learn more about her and share ourselves is not as strong. So we'll
Right.
go to the where it's more of a pull. And because you find yourself in a situation in the networking things that you do in the spaces that you find yourself in, you have an opportunity to be with a lot of attractive people, male, female. Like, these people are well put together. They got their business, they got their shit, they got their clothes.
Got
They're
their
well
shit
put
on.
together.
Effective in all senses.
Everybody
Mentally,
doesn't have the
financially,
opportunity.
emotionally.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't have that opportunity. Everybody don't live their life in spaces where those are their opportunities. So when they see a person like yourself who they consider is well put together and well established and well appearance wise, and then they see that that's what your network is. It's like when a person sees one girl and all of her friends are pretty, or one guy and all of them, and feel like they ain't really friends. They doing that for the aesthetic. And that's because they themselves haven't had the opportunity to fill their tribe and collective with people who they think represent them in that fashion. So to them, you're a fraud, because in their world, there's no such thing.
Equally
That's
as they would
crazy.
do the opposite. The same way they're like, nah, you're just trying to get at them in some way. Nah, you're just the type of person who would try to get at them. You can't be genuine friends with a woman, which is why you can't imagine a man being genuine friends with a woman, because you don't respect women the way you respect men. And I only use that as a reference, because if you respect people, you respect people. But if you think a guy is just trying to get at women because he hangs around them, you know, like all men in that fashion, it's because you're that type of man, because you don't respect women the same way you respect men. Because you're not trying to do that with niggas.
Boys be liking their homeboys.
But you
like,
know what's crazy to
the
me?
loyalty.
So,
the
all right.
loyalty to
And
the
vice
homeboy
versa.
I got
is
you.
And
unmatched.
vice
Y'all be
versa.
nice to your niggas and your bitches.
So-
And
I-
vice versa. So this doesn't turn into the men versus women
Right.
conversation. And
Vice versa.
This is not an attack on
It's not an
men.
Right,
attack.
it's not.
It's vice versa.
Yeah.
Not an attack. Before you be like, it's always the men.
No, it's
doing the men
not just.
conversations.
It is not just the men.
It's both sexes.
You know what I also realized too? Like,
Disclaimer.
especially in life too, like when it comes to men and women, I've realized that like when it comes to that, like I feel like, for example, like if me and Trish are like, they know that we cool, we friends, whatever like that, but a man can say something to a woman and say talk shit. For example, if a person's talking to Trish about me, talking shit, like if they saw me in person, it'll be none of that, right? It'll be none of that, and like they'll just be like, yo, what's up, like give me dap and stuff like that.
Oh, like the meme,
and I hate that shit, because with me, I'm not gonna fake the funk. I don't fake the funk for nobody. So I feel like what?
I just went to grab my phone.
Okay, go ahead. But go ahead. But I just feel like
if y'all could see the way she crawling.
yo, let me just cut off what I'm saying.
Oh my Lanta. Slide it behind. Oh my Lanta. What is happening?
Oh gosh.
Oh my.
We got it. Mission accomplished. I love the teamwork. Shout out to Ashley. Got the teamwork.
Can I finish what I was saying? Please.
Okay, sorry.
Please. I just feel like I hate when like they do. I see this a lot with men and women. All right. I'll let you just pass me
the baton.
I know.
Oh, this actually. All right. I'm gonna just get straight to the point. This is perfect. This is why I love Brooke, because she knows how to.
What you got?
All right, this is a meme, right? And it's so true, right? Put me in a room full of people who sneak diss me and watch how friendly they be. That's because I see that a lot. I notice that a lot, and I know people that talk about me, talk shit about me, and then when it's on something like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, how you been? It's always that, and I don't like that, especially coming from my friends. I have a person that I'm trying to just fall back from him, and I realize with him is that he doesn't know how to, like, if it's a problem between me and him, he doesn't know how to approach it. He doesn't know how to
resolution.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to. Like, if I have a problem with you, for example, if I have a problem, right? So if I have a problem with you, right? For example, if I have a problem with you, and I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna talk to you like, yo, Brooke, like I want to talk. Like, let's go aside and talk.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people can't do that. They can't do that when it comes to me, and I don't like that.
I don't think a lot of people do.
I think they can't do that.
A few people, but a few people do that. But a few people have. I'm not even just talking about one. A few people.
An apology. Sorry.
Conflict resolution skills and conflict resolution tools.
It's crazy.
Aren't things that are innate, and they're often things that are taught. And I had clutched my pearls because Trish was just like, say it again.
Say it, please.
I forgot. Time isn't an apology.
Right.
People think
time isn't an apology.
It's people in my actual bloodline that are not going to hear from me until
they're not.
Time is not an apology.
That don't mean nothing.
You did something you know good, and you
well aware of what you did.
Right.
You know what you did.
People are very well aware of what they're doing, so that's why I'm quick to press people, and they be like, "What do you mean? Like you know what you said."
Weaponized incompetence. That's exactly what it is.
Like
that whole I don't know what I did, or I don't realize I did it.
I don't think
we're adults.
I think it's a water sign.
I'm just a straightforward person, bro.
It's a water sign thing.
I don't fake the funk.
Let's get through this. This is gonna be uncomfortable for all of us.
Can we just talk about it and get it out the way?
Can we just talk about it and
let's keep it a buck? Let's talk about it.
That shit.
Let's keep it a buck.
That's like me and my best friend Quanasia. She's a Pisces as well. So we what?
Who's afraid to come on the podcast?
She's not afraid to come on the podcast. When I tell you, she was
boy.
Let me tell you about my friend Quanasia.
Yeah. And if you're watching this right now, you ducking the smoke.
No, the thing is about Quanasia, my Pisces, water sign, tight, right? I'm not full blown confrontational, but she's like, huh?
I know you're not.
We're not.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad.
And, but she's like, when I told her about the situation, she was like, "Nah, I don't like that. Pressing him. I'm hitting up homeboy. You want me to hit him up? I'm pressing him. Like, what are you talking about? You like, be in my homegirl face. She was more mad than
me. Yes, because
I
don't care what you do in your lifetime. Don't ever disrespect the special people I've chosen.
She takes it too hard. Like she's like, I don't play about my friends. She was like, you don't be doing nothing. You come with a good spirit with everybody. So if people come talk crazy or want to talk crazy, you don't gotta do it. She's like, you don't gotta do it. I'll do it.
Nah, the worst part is even like the way people make situations continually worse due to lack or bad communication. Because like part of it is I'm more upset because it didn't even have to be this bad.
It didn't have to go down this route.
Had you knew how to talk, had you talked to the right person, like it was all made even worse and bigger due to your bad communication skills.
A lot of things.
I'm like, now I'm even more tight because like this could have been a small problem that I could have minded my business about, and now look at me not minding my business.
We could have kept it in house. That's what pissed me off. We could have kept it in house.
Right.
But you want to go in and start running your mouth. But you know what? We were chatting a lot, and we were chatting. It was a great conversation.
It was,
and we have to slow it down because it's coming to a close. Because I was gonna get in there.
Yeah, she's gonna get in that ass. No, but nah, I'm kind of a little bummed out because we don't have these special people on camera, and it's gonna look crazy when I post the social.
It is.
So when I post the clips, not the Holy Spirit, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But I appreciate you guys for coming on. Hopefully we can do a part 2 to this. It'll be dope.
Definitely
do a part 2 of this.
We're so
maybe in the part 2 we'll actually show our faces.
Yeah, show your faces.
They're gonna show these mysterious faces of theirs, but
all for that.
Their voices is captivating already. So
thank you so much for having us.
Such a
thank
pleasure.
you.
It was great meeting you guys.
It was so much more we could have talked about. Damn.
I know, but that one was a passion. That was something that needs to be
2 hours
talked
next
about.
time. 2 hours next time.
We doing 2 hours next time.
So before you go, hold on. Sorry, there was something I thought you might want to. Do you have the time to ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be the last question.
I like to screenshot things because I have a lot of thoughts and I try not to say them. Because if I do, my Instagram is going to turn into that, and I really do mind that. I do find that.
It's going to turn into that.
But I don't want to be that person. But goddamn, I got a lot of things to
say.
So, what I want, this is a positive thing, so I want you, if we could, if that's okay. So there is another meme that I'm a really big fan of, and I post it in my center all the time. It's like, your time is coming. I was gonna say, sorry, no, I didn't want to slide it again. But it's, my question is, before I say it, is, do you believe this is true? That's it. Do you believe this is true? We just came before my panel where everybody didn't answer the question, so I wanted to try to answer the question. Do you believe this is true?
Oh.
Yes, here's the question. Time will give to you all the things your mind is taking away.
Oh.
So the person that posted that, they had a caption. I'll give you a little insight to that. What she posted in her caption was that she spends a lot of time in her mind.
Okay.
Always in her mind, her thoughts, not intrusive thoughts, trying to regulate design a third. And before she knows it, it was a story. She's like, I sat in my house for like 3 hours. I looked up and it was 3 hours later. And I'm like, what? But basically it was that. She had been in her mind thinking of what she could say, what she could do, how she could, what she could do.
That make-up scenarios
thing. Time was the only thing that was wasted. But had she taken time to actually do those things or say those things, she might have actually accomplished those things. So that's my question to you. Do you believe that? Do you believe that time, you know what I mean? It's like the only thing that's going to allow you to actually get where you're going? Or do you genuinely enjoy just living in your head?
Oh, no. Literally, you know what's so crazy? Before I came here, me and Ashley, I got like an aura reading, from the Chinese spot. I wanted to try it out. And literally she was telling me, she was like, you're always in your head. You worry. Like you said, you have the confidence. You have it. You have people looking at you. You have it. But it just your light is so sensitive, and it's it comes down real quickly, just as quick as it builds up. But she's like, yeah, you're always in your head. You got to cut it out. It's only you stopping you. That's just what it is.
Do you think with time that will
change? Do you believe it's true?
Yeah, with time. Because sometimes being self-aware sometimes can be exhausting. Because I'm so well aware.
Oh, it is.
And then when I look,
sorry.
It could be exhausting at times because I know what's going on.
One of my favorite people, and that's why I say it's not.
But that's how I feel about it.
Do you think time will give you the things that your mind is taking away?
I believe that's the thing with me, right? Because I feel like it's so much stuff. Because I told myself I want to put out more content, and I be in my head so much about it. And it's like, damn, but I record stuff. Don't get me wrong, I record stuff and I still try it out because I just do it. And I'm like, damn, I don't think this is good enough. I don't want to put it out. Yeah, I'm like that sometimes. I be in my head a lot. But I do believe it. I feel like the time will give you that. I think it will give you a chance to really be nah, fuck this shit. Let me just drop it. Let me do that because I just think I'm thinking about the stuff I posted. Like, you know how long it took me to, like, I posted like that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did like a beer routine.
Yeah, I saw that.
I filmed that, and I was just like, I wasn't. What's crazy is that wasn't the video I was really like holding on to a lot. I just filmed it and I posted the next day.
Yeah.
Because that was just something that's normal for me to do. So if I'm like talking, for example, I feel like I don't really have nothing to say, so I'll probably talk some shit, and not put it out. And I'm just like, well, why are you not putting it out? Because I feel like it won't make sense. But
do you think that time would change that?
Yeah, I said yeah. I feel like the time.
I want you to take home with you.
Yeah, I feel like the time will change that.
I want you guys to take I want you to take this question home with you.
I don't gotta take it home.
Ready?
Yes.
Ash.
No. I disagree as well.
So and me too. But this is my thing, and this is why I'm asking this last question for you to take. You don't gotta answer, but take it home with yourself. How much?
That's why I disagree.
How much time before you wake up and be like, I'm me?
That's why I disagree.
Because he knows me for long, and that's always my problem in the world. Everywhere I go, people like, before Brooke, you let me, yes, because I'm me.
Mm-hmm.
Give me like a few days.
Me everywhere. I don't give a fuck if this space is 10 by 20. I'm gonna be 50 fucking feet because I'm 50 feet everywhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't believe that.
I don't believe
It
it.
don't be long.
I don't believe
much
time's gonna give you none. You gonna give it to you.
Give me a couple days.
Nah.
It don't be long, but
Nah.
I just
You know why
be
I
like,
agree with that, and where Ashley said, because just now you said you filmed that video
and I put it right
and
out.
you put it right out.
Yeah.
It takes zero time to be yourself. You know what it takes? For you to stop letting that light get small.
You stop worrying about everyone else.
Hear them talking about you and be like, I mean, that's what they do with
Yeah,
celebrities.
that is, you know, those,
I mean, that's what they do with celebrities.
once I like got my anger out of it, and I realized I was like, you bugging. Like, come on, this shit never. When I called you, I was like, it's never stopped nothing.
Yeah.
But
It never stopped nothing.
on your
baby.
off day. On your off day with
We all
nothing to
have
do,
off days.
I was the top. No, but on your off day with nothing to do, you sat around and talked about me.
chose
Am I
your day
Whitney
with
Houston?
me.
And you talked about me.
Am I Whitney
You
Houston?
spent your time with
Thank you, Daddy.
Not in my Whitney
Thank you,
Houston.
Daddy. You talked about me.
That's what I'm like,
Well, we're
yeah.
gonna end it on this note. It was great. That was a great question, by the way. I'm gonna think about that. I'm really gonna think about that. But yeah, any last words, Trish?
Nah, actually, no. Other than my gym content, I will be posting more. I did one yesterday.
Woo.
Check out Love Always Trisha.
Love always Trisha _ but
The gram.
more episodes to come. We're gonna have some more things.
Yo,
we got some
we
things
gotta
up
be
our sleeve.
nah.
We got some
Talking
things.
about that, we gotta be more consistent. We gotta just do this shit like bi-weekly,
Oh yeah.
weekly or whatever. I'm not
Let's
playing no
have a
more.
schedule.
So
Oh yeah,
not playing no
so
more.
he was playing from before. He's not playing no more.
Nah, it's cool
Not
because it sounds
playing
like
no
you just
more,
gotta not
dog.
wait for time to give you what you.
I'm not playing.
what you
Give
take
me
it
a
away,
couple
right?
days. I said a couple days. I ain't say weeks now.
I didn't ask for
Give me a couple
nothing.
days, all right?
I didn't ask
Give me
for
a couple
nothing.
days. You know what I mean?
I'm like, this is
Give me a couple days.
This like
today.
you said we
But-
gotta be more consistent. So like, stop waiting for time to give you what you already.
You right.
have.
You right. Just do that shit.
Exactly.
You right.
So
Nah,
they'll see you next
right.
week.
Okay.
Okay.
Just do
It's your
it.
boy
Be
G
like Nike.
They'll
from
see
the
you
G
next
Talk
week.
podcast. Co-host Trish.
Woo!
It's me.
We off this.
Later.
Peace.